My name is Carrie Longnecker. I'm excited to be here. A little bit nervous, though. I have to apologize in advance for that. But I do want to say that this is such an incredible experience. When the university asked me to speak today, I was really surprised and amazed. Why me? Who am I? I'm not the valedictorian. I'm not class president. I wasn't voted the most popular in my class. Most of you probably don't even know who I am. Why on earth? What on earth am I going to talk about, and what can I offer any of you for your future? But a wise man once told me that everyone has a story. Someone here thought that I had a really interesting story and wanted me to tell it to you today. I'm not the best storyteller, so you have to bear with me a little bit, but I do want to share with you how I found my way here. Honestly, the last 5 years of my life has been a whirlwind. I've had 2 kids, bought a house, gotten married, received 3 degrees, an associate, bachelor's, and master's, completely changed careers, and got an amazing job at a great company. At the same time, I've made some great friends and learned some incredible things. They've been the best 5 years of my life. Prior to that, I was kind of a mess. I grew up in a northern suburb of Chicago and moved out to Montana for college right after high school. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life and failed out of school after the first semester. They revoked my student loans. I was humiliated, I was broke, and I was alone. The risk of losing a roof over my head got me out looking for a job and landed me as a prep cook in a local restaurant. I took to being a cook with a passion I had never experienced before. It wasn't just the food that I loved, it was the excitement, the speed, and the energy of working in a kitchen. We worked hard and we played hard. After a couple years, I decided to go to culinary school, so I moved back to Chicago, started school again, and began working at restaurants in the city. After graduating culinary school, the reality hit. Being a chef is a hard career path. It's typically marked by low pay and really hard work, both physically and mentally. The lifestyle, at least for me, was one of dangerous behavior and bad decisions. I tried different restaurants in different cities, hoping things would get better, and finally ended up here in Greensboro. In 2012, I was in a top leadership position at a fine dining restaurant. I was putting in 60 to 70 hours a week, working every night, weekend, and holiday. My life was all about work. There was no opportunity for friendships. I was stressed out, depressed, and mean. I didn't like who I was becoming. That year was a really tough one. Having struggled with depression for years, I was in a spiral that I couldn't seem to control. My boyfriend moved to Colorado. The restaurant I had committed my life to fired me, and then the bank foreclosed on my house. I had nothing. Somehow I had found myself back in the same situation again, alone, broke, and friendless. After this tough year, I started school again. Knowing I would never have the life I wanted continuing down that path, I started taking online classes at a local community college. I got a part-time job and recommitted to my investment in higher education. When I met my husband and our son was born, I left restaurants altogether and focused on completing my bachelor's at UNC Greensboro. That decision led me to pursue my MBA here while raising him and our daughter, who came the first week of grad school. I dedicated myself to family and school. Determined to get the most out of my education this time, I even went beyond my studies and became involved in extracurricular activities. I did case competitions, company tours, and professional workshops. Under the guidance of an amazing mentor and Bryan School instructor, I won a case competition, gained valuable experience in an internship, and even received a professional certification. When I was asked to serve on the MBA program committee as a student representative, I couldn't say no. Through that experience, I got to see the inner workings of a dedicated set of faculty and staff and the work they put into continuously making this school even better. Here at UNC Greensboro, I found my future and the support network that has and will continue to help me reach my full potential. I have achieved more since I have started to live with intention than I did in my entire life before then. Now, thanks to these decisions, the support of this university and my family, I will be home when my kids are, be able to give them what they need, and enjoy my career even more because of the balance. UNCG has been a big part of my story, as I am sure it has been for all of you here today. And this is not the end of my story. It's just the beginning of the best chapters. I have been overwhelmed more times than I can count. I carry around a sense of mild discomfort, and I have found myself curled up in a ball, sobbing with fear more than once. And I have kept going. If I can give you one piece of advice from the lessons I have learned through my experiences, it is this: don't let the fear stop you. You're going to be scared, and you're going to be overwhelmed. If you want to be better, do better, make an impact, and be successful, you can't let that stop you. Go where you are uncomfortable. Pursue what makes you afraid. Take it one step at a time, one day, 1 week, or even a minute if that's what it takes. Just keep moving. The little steps add up and become big accomplishments, and you will one day wake up and realize how amazing your life has become. Thank you.